So today I'm talking about counting on the beauty of life. Well, here's that one that just escaped. One of my favorite scenes from a TV show, from the show The Middle, Sue. Sue is the consummate optimist, and she had had this horrible, terrible day. She tried out for cheerleader and she fell and she got her skirt caught in her back of her pants, so she walked around all school with toilet paper hanging out of her back and, just not good. And she rushed into the house and she said, "Life is so beautiful. I can hardly wait to see what happens next." I love that line. So there are people who look for a beautiful place, and then there are people who go about creating a beautiful place. And that's what I really want to talk about. We're always at choice. Spirit has created a wonderful, glorious world for us. And for some reason, we get off track and we start noticing the things that are not beautiful, that are not kind, that are not loving. And we call those to our mind and we keep harping on them and harping on them. Do you remember the movie Life is Beautiful? With it was about this little Jewish Italian bookkeeper and Guido, and he was captured and held in a concentration camp. Oh well, didn't make it. So he went about making that a game for his child, so that life was beautiful. And so we have tools that we can use. We have ways that we can go about finding the beauty in life. And the first thing is to find the beautiful in the little things. And when I stop that mental chatter, that ain't it awfulizing that I can do, I can just be blown away by the most minuscule, glorious, beautiful things. And serendipitously, I would call your attention to Denise's cards, because Denise has got that kind of eye to see the beautiful in the minuscule. And there's one that I would direct your attention to, and it is frost on the top of her car, which is so gorgeous. And so Denise is capable and very talented at finding the beauty in the little things. Taking the moment to just still the mind and notice those minuscule flashes of spirit that are everywhere present. Confucius said, "Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it." And some, like Denise, are more talented than others at seeing the beauty that is everywhere and noticing it, and in her case, documenting it with her her camera. So beauty isn't often realized in life-changing events. It sort of creeps up on you. And it's not always in the grand and the dynamic, and not in the view of the Grand Canyon. It's not in a splashy sunset or a splashy sunrise. It is in those glorious moments when you are absolutely, utterly present to what is beautiful in everything. The faces that I'm looking at right now are beautiful. And taking the time to acknowledge that when you encounter people that are not familiar to you, that are maybe different than you, and just appreciating the glory of the human spirit. So the other tool that we can use is see things for the first time. I don't know whether you all have on your Facebook pages, I imagine many of you have, seen those Facebook posts of people who have been blind for all their lives, and then suddenly there's some surgery that is performed and they can see for the first time. And sometimes people who have been deaf have had surgeries and they can hear for the first time. They can hear the voice of their beloved for the first time, or see their face of the beloved for the first time. So seeing things for the first time in that sort of innocent, astonishing way, and appreciating the beauty that underlies all of those circumstances and situations that we take for granted. But to see the beauty and count on the beauty, allowing yourself to see the Spirit, the divine, that flows through all things, and see it fresh, see it new. See it with a fresh eye and appreciate it. The other part of seeing beauty is to live intimately with life. To live intimately with life. So, finding beauty in the little things, seeing things for the first time, and living intimately with life. That means when you take a drink of water, to drink the water, to taste how it tastes, to feel how it feels on your tongue, how it feels going down your throat, to live intimately with life. As you walk, noticing how your feet interact with the ground, maybe listening to the sound of your footfalls, noticing how your toes feel in your shoes, living presently in a deep, rich way will allow you to clarify and see the beauty of life in ways that are remarkable. When we take life for granted and start stumbling through without attention, without noticing, then life can become really very ugly. Because we're projecting in the future, or we're bemoaning the past. But when we live intimately with life, in the present, then life can unfold for us and show us in remarkable and amazing ways its true beauty, its true glory. And of course, to focus on the good, to always notice the good. And that's such a challenge for us. We're besieged beyond measure by all of the negative. Negativity is very fashionable. I don't know whether you have friends, I know I do, I call them the yet butters, that think they are so smarty pants. You say something, some innocent remark, and they've got the yes but, the negative, the dire predictions of something horrific happening. Yes, but you win the lottery. Yes, but all of those taxes, and then your people, your friends want money from you. It's just miserable. Yeah, but, don't let me win the lottery. I don't want that. You know those people, the ones that think they're so smarty pants for seeing the negative of all circumstances and situations, and think they're so clever for pointing it out. Yes, but I came from a long line of very talented yes-butters. Don't run too fast. You know what'll happen. You just cut your head open. Yeah, I know, you feel happy. You can't be too happy. Yes, but you know what happens when you're too happy. Yes, but... So allow yourself to be focused on the good. Allow yourself to sit with the joy of it all. And when those yes butters start in at you, give them the boot. Give the butts the boot. Do not allow them to spoil you. Spoil your joy or your happiness or your intimate relationship with beauty. So we talk about beauty, and we so often seem to focus on it being visual beauty, but oh my goodness, just like our song that we sang, that is so beautiful, and it opens our hearts. And when we allow music and the beauty of music to touch us, we are engaged intimately with life, engaged intimately with the divine. So noticing the glorious, gorgeous possibilities of music, and allow that moves you to live with you. Albert Einstein said this: if I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. I get most joy in life out of music. And isn't that interesting how closely aligned science and music are? Let music open your heart. Let music point the way to beauty for you. And finally, stillness and quiet are the way to be present with beauty. To sit in the silence and allow the peace of your soul, the peace of spirit, the peace of the universe to fill you, because God is in the silence. God is in the quiet. And the beauty of silence and quiet bring you closer and closer to that is. When we go silent, our minds and bodies have a chance to reset and calm down. When this occurs, a sense of peace and rest comes over us. Not only that, we clear out the mental static of our mind, and we're able to see the world more clearly. We're able to see the beauty of the world more clearly. And absolutely finally, when you think of beauty, and when you think of beautiful things, don't forget to think of yourself. How could anyone ever say you're anything less than beautiful? I love you all. Namaste.
Namaste.
I invite the practitioners to stand and join me as we hold this congregation in boundless love and acknowledge the beauty of each one present. The beautiful expression of the divine, the unique expression of God, living richly and fully through each one here. And as I speak my word in the first person, allow my word to be your word. I allow myself to settle into that glorious, quiet space where I commune with the divine. Where I get my orders for action, for expression, for glorious, unique expressions of the God that I am. I know that God is everywhere present, and God is beauty, love, harmony, and peace. I let my essence flourish. I let my God self shine out to be the light of the world, to be the light of the divine. I move boldly and fearlessly and joyfully and energetically through this world, noticing all of the powerful, precious ways that the beauty of God shines through. I make an agreement with myself to take the time to notice the minuscule, to celebrate the sounds and the song and the glory of spirit, to be totally aware and present. And I, like Sue, can hardly wait to see what happens next. What amazing, glorious, exciting expression of spirit is going to show up. And with deep reverence, with deep peace and joy, I give thanks for it all. And I get myself out of the way, and I allow God. And I claim it as good and very good. And I invite you to all in that way